Okie dokie. We'll see what happens. I know it's a little bit late for some of you at the time of this painting. So I'll try to make this as harmless as possible. I'll try. Let's get the old tablet set up. All right. I think we're there. Well, if you guys pop on, I'll see you. Okay. I'll explain this as best I can. It is 11 by 15-inch watercolor paper, double glued watercolor paper. I saturated it with water. Hey, Sonia. How you doing, Sonia? I'm on pretty late, I know. No disturbances really. I can pretty much wind down and relax, eat, and take my little meds, and you know. So I did the portrait and had to relax from that a little bit. Maria, look at this. All right, boy, it's been a month of Sunday since I last seen you. How you doing, Maria? 11 by 15-inch double glued watercolor paper. Just took some adhesive glue, glued it together. Just makes it a lot stronger. I used water for this mashup of red mess. You see, a little bit of brown, a little bit of green. Put it in there with the water. You got to do it kind of briskly before it dries. Took some paint splatter, put some red, white, and then some brown in there. We're gonna do some bricks. It's just for the background and everything. Maria's a good buddy of mine, Sonia. She's one of my other students that I've shown how to paint. Much like Bruce, very, very tenacious in questioning everything. And you know, over the time, you know, she's learned quite a bit. Hey, happy birthday girl. How you doing, Kathy? It was nice, boy. You were on for a minute. I would watch for a while, listen and laugh, leave, come back. You're still on. Okay, Sonia, you're still innocent. That's your story. You're sticking to it. Hey, Marilyn. I'm feeling a whole lot better. I had ate some bad food mixed in with those meds, and man, that was just rough going. So that's what the issue is with that, because usually my body doesn't respond that violently to medication. I don't take very many of them over my lifetime, and now I end up taking 3 per day. So, you know, but we're gonna I wanted to do this part because I didn't want to really have another freaking 2-hour video or whatever. So I did this first. I let it dry. It was hours and hours ago. So we're gonna of course I don't have that on here now. If I put the palette down here, it's gonna mash everything together. All right, so if you guys like it just this way, we'll keep it this way. But if you like it the other way, as soon as I get it there we go, then we'll do it like that. But like I say, see, it mashes it in a little bit. But if you guys can deal with it, if you like it, I love it. We'll put it right there, something like that. Okay, the focus is still there and everything. You guys can see my fingernails and knuckles, so we're all good there. So I'll keep it like that. At least you guys get to see the palette. All right, Cad red, raw umber, sap green, and some titanium white. 24 hours. Yeah, I believe so. Hey, Billy. Nice airbrushing you did. I be checking them out. But lately I was extremely busy. I'm gonna make the grout that's in between the bricks there. So that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little bit of This raw umber and some white, which will turn it gray. We'll slap a touch of red in there, I guess. And I'll probably mix quite a bit of this, because that's nowhere near enough for the grout that I need, so I'll just mix a big clump of it. Something like that. All right. And what I'm going to do is pretty much make a pretty interesting enough background with some contrast, because the bowl, or the vase I'm going to do is going to be see-through, but it's not going to be what you think. Okay. All right, let's see if this works. I'm a freehand, obviously freehand the grout stuff. This is the easy part, really. And I'll just come across here, just like so. It can kind of wiggle or whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is grout, and grout's never really that perfect. I'm just judging how large the spacing should be compared to the grout size. It's like they don't have to be perfect lines. All right, don't do that. Don't make perfect lines for bricks. One, it doesn't look natural at all. I'm just twisting my brush here and there, you know. If some of the paint comes off, it's no big deal. I'll flip it around like this. It's all right, no biggie. I'll do another one, even though that one might be hidden. It's okay. I'll just keep going with the flow. I'll read your chat when I get done with this here. Liz Ann's, how are you? So I got a little bit of the old crew and the newer crew coming through. I appreciate you. Now when it comes to painting the vertical bricks, there's a few ways you can really do it. I really don't want to have one in the center. I'll go off center like this. I'm just gonna go off center like that and skip one. Just like that. And just skip it. Skip that one too. Just skip every other one. Size of the bricks all depends on your spacing. All right. I guess I'll do one this right here. Yeah, right here is fine. Just like that. I'm just using the regular, just off the tube paint, because it dries a lot faster. I really don't need to put one there. I technically don't have to put another one there either. This will be fine. That will be a-okay. I can add a little bit more three-dimensionality to it. This is a thin 1/4 inch brush. It's not even a 1/2 inch. It's thinner than that. I don't know if you're looking at it from the phone or the computer, so I'll just show it to you on each one. All right. Small fella. Okay. Okay, we'll get some three-dimensional stuff working here with this, because it still looks flat. All right. Oh, in case you're wondering, yeah, I'm not using masking tape. This is just old Scotch tape. The reason why I use Scotch tape is because it really sticks better. And if I use the glycerin doesn't seep through the Scotch tape at all. Okay, but that's the reason why I use that today. All right, let's move on. Oh, we use a little bit of brown. Why not? We'll go over here. We'll just pop some brown down. Like I say, let me know if this fan is bothering you. If the fan is bothering you, I'll just turn the fan off. It's pretty warm in here. I'm gonna use a little bit of red with that. There we go. A little red with the brown. Now this umber, raw umber, is a brown with more green in it. The sienna brown is a brown with more red in it. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit of water. Loosen up the paint. I use heavy body paint. Okay, let's say I want a little bit of three-dimensionality to this, so it all depends on where I want it shaded at, really. I'm gonna try this. You mark it only on one side. Beach waves crashing on the shore. What, this painting? Maria. I vary the thickness even on this stuff. Get some more brown, get some more red. The color matching isn't going to really matter at this stage. It's going to take the shape of the letter L. Even if it's upside down. You don't necessarily have to shade from the top. I mean, you could have shaded from the bottom, you know. It's really your preference. I wanted to shade it from the top here. There's a reason why I'm using the colors and the contrast for the background. And you have to do them kind of thick enough to where they'll be seen from a few feet away. Not too many people look at a painting from 4 inches from their nose. So it's just some interesting background stuff. The bottom will be darkened. You'll see as we go along here. Of course, somebody rings me now, but it is 10 o'clock. I don't have my phone with me. You kicked yourself out. Good Lord. You guys can hear the fan? Oh, you're talking about the fan? No, not waves on the beach. No, I'm not that privileged. It would be too dark to do all of that. Okay, let's get with a dark in the bottom here. I'll just use this brush. Sorry. So 1.5 inches flat. One that I've kept for a while. It's getting pretty worn down. It's almost getting to the stage where I'll just use it for grass only. Okay, let's get a little bit of brown. We'll put the brown right here. I just need something dark. I'll slap some green in it. And now I'll put red in it. Now red is a very powerful color. The green will kill some of that red. This is good enough. I'll dip in some water, loosen it up a little bit. I might have it be a little darker than this. I want it a little darker. So I'm gonna throw some ultramarine blue. I would rather go phthalo blue, but I'll just reach for the nearest thing to me. I'll put a little touch of that in there. There we go. Now, in case I have it a little blue, like I do, well, it's okay. It's all right. It'll be fine. Okay. Come down here on the bottom, and I'm just gonna darken this a little bit. And I'm using water, no glycerin or anything like that. Just use water. And I'll kind of fade it, or unevenly fade it like that. It's all right. Now the thing with water, as you can see the line through it because it's not thick enough. But that's all right. We'll keep building on that. Don't worry about that. And what you do to build on it is just add more paint, no water. So a little bit of blue, a little bit of red, which will turn it maroon. I don't want too much red. Go back into the brown a little bit. I just want a thicker mix, no green this time. And we'll just kind of cover that up a wee bit there, just like that. Should have made a little bit more of that. A little blue, a little bit of red, a little touch of brown. No water, just paint right out of the tube because I want it to dry instantly. And this is acrylic paint. Acrylic paint dries through evaporation. All right, something like that. I could take this, I'll turn it into some kind of half-baked glaze and kind of sprinkle some of that up here, some horizontal lines up here, just kind of like that a little bit. Bring some of that around in here, like that. Little stains or whatever on the bricks. Don't have to have them perfect. Something like that. Very interesting kind of a background there. Okay. You take care, Lizanne. Appreciate you stopping by. Like I say, this is a little bit later than usual until I get myself back on schedule. I usually am on Wednesdays, but much earlier, usually around 6 o'clock or something like that. All depends on when it hits me to do so. Okay, gotta let it dry for a moment. I'll start to sketch out the vase a little bit. This has definitely got to dry. It's a little too wet. Up here I can mess around a little bit. All right. Okay. We'll kind of get it going maybe this way. Now I can use the white pencil for this because it'll just wipe away. All right. I'll do one side. I'll come down like this. I'll do a lip here and a lip here. I'll bow it out. I'll do the same thing here. I'll come down. I'll do a lip here. A lip here. I'll bow it out. Make sure the bow's even. As even as you can get it anyway. I'll do another lip here. A lip here. I'll do a lip here. A lip here. Like I say, just a light sketch. Got to make it circular, like so. Okay. As long as you got her even. Okay. Just draw an oval in here like this. Just kind of get it over the surface of the water. So I'm just guiding that right now, just like that. All right. So you can kind of see where we're going here. Now you got the lip here, and you gotta follow the flow of everything. Okay, same thing up here. You got a kind of a flow for the line, oval line. It's almost like painting a wide letter C. Some of this you'll see, some of this you won't, but it's all in the kind of the shading and everything. Now up top here, the water's gonna be fairly dark. I'll fill it in. It's fairly dark and flat up there. Okay, all the little tricks are gonna come on the edge. Okay, so there won't be an outline per se for the vase. All right. Okay. But like I say, this stuff dries immediately. Okay, it's dry. All right, it dries really fast. All right. Let's move right along. Actually, let me show you something first. Let me show you something. See if I got a pretty decent 1/2 inch. If not, I'll use this guy. A little more than a 1/2 inch. We use him. Let's get a little bit of blue. We'll put it right here. A little touch of brown in that blue. We'll darken it. Keep everything relatively somewhat darkened, all right? We'll come here and we'll watch what I'll do here. I'll do the inside. The water itself, I'll just give it a nice little sketchy with the water right here. Something like that. And I'll bring some of that. Oh, actually, I'll keep that darkness right up here. I gotta be strategic in doing some of this because it's gotta be thick enough where it covers some of it, but not necessarily everything. Okay. Now I dried off, or I wet the brush. I dried off just a little bit, and we'll try to stroke some of that color using the color that I've already got. I'll stroke some of it over here, like that, something like so. All right, we'll kind of lighten some of that in a bit. Let's take some of this dark color. We're gonna come over here on the edge, right here, just like that, and we'll kind of fade it in there a little bit. It's not gonna look like the appearance of water yet, but it will. It will. I'll take a little bit of white, just a little bit of water, not much glycerin. Well, I will use water. And we'll do the edge here a little bit. We'll kind of just a little bit. Just keep with the flow of. Bring that out a little bit more like that. There is a tight separation of the water line, definitely. And the brush strokes will help you give that illusion of the jar being rounded. And keep with the curve. Now, knowing that I'm doing this with the wet paint, I can manipulate it a little bit. Okay. I can take a little bit of brown, take some water to loosen up that color a little bit, and just put some of that darker water, probably up around this side in here. But if you notice, I'm sketching out the bowl using the darker water. And I'm just using nothing but water for right now. All right. Chalk pencil. Oh. I bought mine at Michael's. They come 3 in a pack. It's Winsor Newton. All right. You might not see it because of the glare of the light. So let's see on the smaller camera. if you guys can see it. Give me 1 second. I can switch it over. It's been a while since I did it. I think that will do it. But it is white charcoal pencil, Winsor Newton. Yeah, the focus isn't going to be too great if I'm too close to it. But this is the webcam. All right. All right. But that's all. It's a Winsor Newton. The sharpener. I think we all know from our school days. I'm sorry, it did change. It changed so fast I don't notice it, but you know, one of these sharpeners. Okay. The thing with chalk pencils is that you ever sharpen your pencil and then you pull on the tip and the tip comes off and breaks off? It's one of those deals. It happens, you know. Okay. So we got this kind of straightened out a little bit. All right. We'll add other colors and, well, we can do that right now. Why am I even playing? Let's do that right now. Because when I put the flowers in the stems, obviously the stems aren't going to reach all the way down here. They'll be right up around here. So let's play with that. Let's get that going. Use a smaller brush. Back to the smaller brush again. We'll just start fading things. All right. Okay. We'll still use a little bit of blue, probably a little bit of red, and some water. We'll use water. I could use glycerin, but not today. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use the shape of the glass, and we'll do our fading with that. So once again, there will be no line. It'll be stuff like that. That'll help sell the illusion of your glass, especially down here where it's kind of dark. Put it right in there. I'm gonna take just a little corner of white. Get that color going in there and do it as smooth as you can. Smooth as it is glass, so make it kind of smooth. Come on around. Shading with water, you got to be a little brisk with it. Little there. And as you can see, any white coloration of the pencil will wipe off. Okay. So don't ever worry about that. A little bit of red, a little bit of blue, ultramarine blue, cad red. I use very simple colors, especially for, like, you know, people who are starting, the beginners and whatnot. Small touch of white. And we'll get right around that edge in there. We'll get that coloration going. Do it while it's wet. The illusion will kind of build itself up, actually. Let me get a little bit of water. Play around in here a little bit. Get a little touch of white. I'll just fade some of that in there. Get a little more water. It's just thinning the paint out. I'll bring it out here a little bit. And keep with the roundness. keep it round as you can. And as you can see, once you start making things disappear, it just takes the shape all by itself. All right. I don't necessarily need the water, the chalk lines. I'll show you what happens with the chalk lines. You just take your just make the chalk lines disappear. Your eye. Oh yeah, I got all sorts of sharpeners, but that's the old school sharpener you used to see. Sometimes if you're a kid, you get a hold of them, you try to put a crayon in, you know, that type of thing. But the chalk pencil disappears, it goes away. Okay, all right. Matter of fact, the neat thing about it is that you see the shape here. So you don't necessarily need to see the shape here. That goes away, you don't need that. Okay, not really needed. Okay, okay. I don't even need this. That can go away too. Because the color of the water, the border of the water kind of helps seal that in. You got me? Okay. Alrighty then. I can actually play with some of that too. Let's play with some of that. Let's take I really don't want to use the glycerin. I'll just do it with the water. You'll take some titanium white, only the tip. I'll show you guys. You guys might be able to see it down there. Let's see. You see a little tip of water right there? You might see it here in the dark, right down there. See a little tip right there? We're going to take that with some water. Now you're not going to be able to see it too well, but I'm going to just go back and forth. And wherever you want your main shine to be, I just press it and just go up like that. Now you might not be able to see that. I'll go a little heavier. That might be too heavy. Wipe some of that off. Get a little bit of water. Once again, go back and forth. Now, if it's too heavy, if I got it too heavy-handed, I can correct it. Give it a press right on the edge and kind of go straight across like that. Just like that. See that? So it looks like a little light's hitting that guy. We'll do the same thing here. All right, maybe come around a little bit like that. Okay. I'll get another little tip of a white. Go back and forth while it's still wet. And we'll kind of bring one right around in here. Almost going across like that. I'll wet it up a little bit more. I'll have him come around in a curve like that. I'll strengthen this one up here, up top a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Let's take a little bit more water and white paint here. I'll probably kind of do a little something here. I'll just have it come out. Need some more water. Now, titanium white and water, these are chalky residues, so it's pretty good for leaving the kind of a weird glassy appearance. Something like that. Now, just while it's still wet, I'll just kind of wipe it continuously back and forth. We're almost getting toward the middle of the glass, so it's not going to really take that kind of a shape as of yet. Okay. Hello, Keely. Yes, you can sharpen chalk. Most certainly can. Now I'll be going back over this since I'm already in water mode here. I'm going to take a script liner, get some white paint here. A little small touch of blue in that white. Just contaminate the white paint with a little bit of blue. Get a little bit of water here. Kind of get the paint a little inky in its consistency, at least a little bit. And we're going to come around. We're going to a little bit of water line, just like that. Okay. I can come here and highlight. Need more water. This thick paint and that fan blowing, it dries this paint almost instantly. I'll kind of thicken it up right there. Bring it right back to the edge there. Come here. Pull it right around there. Like that. I can tease here. Right here in the middle, I'll like that, and then we'll come on this outer edge. This is where the light source is anyway, so we might as well outline that a little bit. This is not the most difficult thing to do. It's really just perception. Okay, since the light is hitting here, I can blow that out a little bit. I don't have to have everything connect to it. You can have little guidelines, but you don't have to have everything connect. Little refracted light type of stuff, maybe right around here a little bit, here, like that. You don't have to really do every bit of it. Maybe a little touch of something there. Not really have to, like I said, you don't have to show everything. Here at the top here. Now this is gonna be like that, like stems coming out of here. So I want to put a little guide up there. But as you can see, it looks like a pretty where's the clear paint? That is funny. Okay, like so. All right. Okay, like I said, we'll probably be going back over some of this because I kind of jumped the gun, but it's all right with a painting like this because it's more of impressionism. All right, let's go with our sap green. We'll put it right here. A little sap. Maybe a touch of blue in it. Darken it up a little bit. A little bit of water. As you see, I'm using a lot more water than the glycerin stuff. Okay. I'm just thinking of where, stems, where am I gonna put them? Well, we'll just start with one and we'll go from there, right? Just come here, pop it right out there like that. We'll do that again. I'm just gonna pop them right there. All right, that's one. Yeah, all depends on what type of flowers you're gonna put in here also. Get a little touch of green. Put a little red in there. I did blue last time. I got a little touch of red. So don't matter. It's okay. It's all right. A little more water. I'll fine tune some of these fellows to a little second or two later. We'll put a little curve in one right there like that. Yeah, I'll pop one there. Something like that. That one kind of break apart there. Just like so. Just like that. All right? All right. I don't really do too many of these because I tend to go through them kind of quickly. there's certain types of paintings that I try to avoid because I go through them pretty fast, and it kind of holds no challenge to me. But I shouldn't think like that, because if I'm teaching, I'm gonna have to repeat a few of these over and over again anyway. You know, that's kind of my kind of bag. That's kind of my thing. We're gonna take some of this greenish white here, and we'll kind of maybe play around with the water a little bit with this. I'll wipe off my brush, and we'll just kind of play around in here like that. And I'll just wipe it around. Yes, I will use my fingers just to smooth out some things. Kind of cloud up the glass a little bit. All right. Okay. Now, you got to strengthen a little bit of that white to go over what you've done, just to sell the illusion that they are inside of the glass. Okay. All right, we're going to take a little bit of blue. I didn't take the white off, just add a little bit of blue here. We'll just kind of come around the flower itself, and we'll kind of add a little, see the little ripples around some of these guys. Come around in here, just like that. Okay, I can take a little touch of white, make little glowing rings around them a little bit, just like that. I don't have to really overdo it with the white rings, just a few little hints of it cutting the surface. Like so. That's more than enough. You're good there. Okay. Alrighty. I can still use this same size brush. We'll put some leaves in there. How about that? Let's take a little bit of green. We'll put it here. A little touch of blue in that green. A little bit of water. I'm using a lot more water than the glycerin because I want the leaves to kind of dry and whatnot. We'll put, I don't know, we'll come out, come flat, come out again. We'll take a little time with these. Come out, go flat, come out again like that. And we're gonna put leaves all over the place anyway. Out, flat. Put them, you know, various directions. I'm gonna get some more paint. Use plenty of paint. More green, more blue. Pop it in there. Some of these will probably be covered. It's all right. I'm just gonna pop them in there like this. Some go past the other ones. Mash it and put them in there. Going through a lot of blue and green. It's all right. The reason why I'm taking a little time with these, I'll put little details in these little fellows here. Come down like that, come out. Some will be in front, some will be in back of these guys. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna get a little bit of water, put it in there. It's thick paint, still got plenty here and here. Thin, flat, thin. Thin, flat, thin. Thin, flat, thin. Thin, flat, thin, like that. But let's do something else while I still got this. Actually, I'm gonna use a larger brush. Let's do some funky little stem looking things, a little brighter. I'll take a pretty, if I can get a brush with it maintains a pretty sharp edge. This one is borderline, we'll use it anyway. Let's take a little bit of we'll take some blue. We'll put it right here. I'm gonna coat both sides with the blue. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to that blue. Coat it like that. Just coat the whole thing. Then at the tip, I'll put some red at the tip. So it looks something like that. Okay. In a perfect world, this should work. We'll kind of have it go. We'll start it from over here. We'll just kind of have it, give it a little push, a little push, a little push. I just realized something. That was bad. That was bad judgment on my part. Let's coat it with white. You can't really see it with bricks, can you? So we'll just do it with the white. Just like that. Get some more blue. Wipe it on both sides. This time I'll wisen up and I'll just use white. Just like that. We'll put another one up here. Same thing, a little curve there. If you find it kind of breaking apart, just do it again. It's okay. Something like that. All right. Dagger brush. All right. Looking for a small filbert, to which I do have. To which I can't find. I usually keep these fellas pretty close to me. I don't see it, that's all right. I'll use this little fella, it's okay. Okay, let's get a little, I'll use red. I'll put the red here. A little bit of white. Turn it kind of pinkish. It's all right. I'll dirty it up with a little bit of brown. Get a little bit of water. Give it a little push. All right, hopefully you guys can see some of these. You can, maybe you can, maybe you won't. I'll push and come on in like that. I'll push, come on in like that. I'll push and turn the brush. Push, turn the brush. Push, turn the brush. Something like so. I'll do a few of them. I'll just bunch them in there. Push out, turn in. Push out, turn in. Push out, turn in. Push out like that. I'll put a couple little fly-by-night ones all in the corner. It makes it appear to be a lot more than what it really is. I'll just kind of put them in there like that. And I'll highlight a few of these little guys in here. I'll just kind of make them appear out of just anywhere really. just like that. I'll take a little bit of white. We'll highlight a few. We'll kind of put them in there like that. And it's just a little tip of white paint, that's all. They tend to blend a little better if it's still, the brushes are still a little wet. If I want them a little sharper, I'll just kind of go a little heavier on the paint. But it's all really a flick of the wrist, okay? I'll lighten a few. Then I'll just go take the back end of my brush. Pop a couple of dots in there and a few of them. And maybe we'll sneak one up there like that. Okay. Maybe I'll put some, nah, that's all right. Okay. Let's go with, I don't have much of a color choice, do I? Let's go with a little bit of light green for a second. And some water. This is not really the brush for it. I didn't want to use this brush. I should have used the other brush. But it's all right. Actually, I think I will use the other brush. I'll just kind of put the shine on these a little bit. And just wipe them. I'm just using water and acrylic paint real fast here. I'll probably just keep some of this on this one side. This is where the light is anyway. All right. I'll use the 1/4 inch brush. This is an almost an 1/8 inch. I'll use the 1/4 inch brush. All right. I'll bring it out here. Well, this got a little bit of red in it, but that's okay. A little touch of green. This time I think I'll use a little bit of glycerin. Thin the paint out. And then I'll just kind of put little shines to them there. Only on one side. It's just a little flick of the wrist. Just like that. Yeah, I guess I can, nah, I won't do that. I thought about it, I won't, because I'll put some bigger flowers in there. I'm going with a rigger brush, which is like a script liner, it's just shorter. All right, you can probably see it if I put it, I don't know if you guys can see that tip or not. It's pretty tiny fellow there, all right. A little bit of water. And we'll kind of put little details in the middle of the plant stem. Even in these little guys, I'll put some of them in there. The more, when you hold your brush like this, the smaller the line. The more you go downward in either direction, the thicker the line. So just be mindful of that also. Thank you, Sharon. Okay. Let's play. I'll take the 3/4 inch brush. I think what I'll do is I'll play with a little bit of glycerin this time. Since everything else is pretty much dry, I didn't have any glycerin on here anyway. We'll kind of put the now see, I'm just coating the glycerin here and there. There's a reason for this. You're not going to be able to see it. Glycerin, is, as you can see, is clear. As you can see, this paint dries extremely fast when you just use water. Okay. All right, let's go with well, you know what? We'll do something a little different. We'll use brown. I know brown for flowers, that doesn't sound very healthy. I know it doesn't. It's okay. But there's a method to my madness. Yes, we got brown flowers. Now the glycerin will make your paint, I'll put a little blue in that brown there, darken it up a little bit. It will make your paint transparent. Something like that for right now. Let's take a little bit of just blue for right now. I gotta remember the light source is coming this way. A little touch of white, it just mixes in with the blue a little bit. I just gotta keep in mind where the light source is here. Take some dark blue, I guess, and slap it in here, some dark patches. If the dark patches aren't dark enough, I'm gonna have to mix the blue in with the brown. Just give me something dark. It's all glycerin in here, so I just need something a little deep in there. All right, something like that. Hey Travel, how are you? Well, I know Bruce handled the mountain deal pretty well for you, so I didn't have to rehash anything like that. So it was really good to see him do that. I'm getting a little glycerin. Now I'm getting the glycerin. And I'm adding a little white to this blue. A little more white. We'll start popping off some petals of some sort. We'll start with this fella up here. I'll do something for you guys since this is now because I situated my camera a little differently. Kind of painstaking, a little annoying because my back is now to the camera. But it's all right. I'll adjust it this way. Sorry if that gave you agita. All right, you guys should be able to see that fairly well. I have to twirl around like Thumbelina so I don't trip over the microphone wire. It's a little annoying, but it's okay. All right, as you see, you got a mash of a mess here, but we're gonna make petals out of this, I promise. Let's go to this one anyway. We're gonna kind of give it a little push and we're gonna put it in like that. We're gonna overlap a little bit. We're gonna overlap it some more. We'll overlap one more time. And we're gonna come around. This time, scoop it around that way. Come on, around just like that. And we'll kind of give it a nice little edge right in there. I got a soft brush. It'll take care of some of those striations that I might not want. I'll just kind of pat them away real soft like that. Okay. All right, there go one petal. Flower kind of builds itself up after a while. I'm just adding white to the blue, which has got the glycerin. If I feel the glycerin's a little bit tacky, I'll just get a little more glycerin. Once again, the glycerin is a good blender. It keeps your paint wet for a little while. Let's have another corresponding petal right here. A little push, come on down. A little push, come on down. A little push, come on down. Push, come on down. Push, come on down, like that. And once again, I'll kind of fade that into the dark, real soft light, or I'll just pat it in there. Just like that. So that's petal number 2. And basically, I'm just looking at it. You need a brush that can keep a pretty firm, chiseled edge when you do stuff like this. I'll come out here and I'll just kind of whip some around like that. Okay. And I'll just kind of fade that into the dark a little bit, just like so. I'll probably paint one kind of looped around here. I'm gonna get a little bit of darker blue. And I'm just gonna build right up around here like this. I'll just press it real good, just like that. Have it cup around like that, and I'll just kind of float that blue around in there like so. I'm gonna go into the white. It's really just the edge that I'm looking for, right around in here. And come out here like that. Overlap it a little bit. I'll just kind of place a few right in here like this. This here I can just kind of fade it out. Don't worry about that. It's all in blending. I'll cup it around in here. I'll just take my little softy brush and just kind of float it around like that. Blend that a little bit. Just like so. Clean off my brush. Get a little white. Put it into the blue a little bit. And give it a little press. A little press. A little press. Just like that. A little more white. Put it into the blue. It's really just the edge. A little press like that. I can guide it around like that. Actually, I'll just swim it around here like this. All right, but I'll go lighter and lighter as I go around, and then I'll just kind of pat that in, just like that. Just little soft little pats there. Okay, that's cool. That'll work. Let me dig up some more blue here. Same brush. I'm not going to take off any of the white. I'll put plenty of blue on the brush. Let's play around with we'll play with some of these guys down here. I'll have it come this way, and then I'll just kind of bring them in like that. I'm not worried about the striations because this is just a flat color right now. I'm using plenty of paint, so I don't have to kind of go over it. Yeah, I'll kind of go out like this. Color that all in, it's all right. Well, I'll have it go out in here like that. All right. Kind of want that a little more solid around in here. I'll dip into some white right on that brush. I'll put it in here like this. Get a little bit of glycerin. Put it right in that mix. Get a nice sharp chiseled edge. And this is the lit the lit side a little bit, so I'll just kind of heavier there. I'm going outside of what I've just done, and I'll just lighten it up as I go around. And I'll just take my little softy brush, I'll just tap it in there real soft. It'll blend it that way. Kind of gives a different look. I just tap it in really soft like that. All right. Little bit. How are you? It's good to see you. I see you when you pop on a little bit. I see you. I'm usually pretty busy, but I see you. I think I subscribe to you. That's why you come on my wall there. It's good to see you. But I'm glad you showed up. I just wanted to let you know I look at you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Okay. So we got a little bit of that going on. Let's take some more white. I'm going to take the white and I'm just going to press. I will twist my brush around a little bit, press just like that. Then I'm going to come around over here. Oh, actually, I see a little flip up right there. I'll just add the little flip right there. Matter of fact, I'll just kind of flip it and make it go thin, just like that. Okay, all right. I see something else too. I'm gonna just add with it. Why not? I just snuck in some red into that white. That's okay. It's mixing in with the blue. Now I got a pinkish blue thing going on here, but that's all right. We'll put it. We'll put it in here. We'll just take it, come around like that. Boom, 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 just like that. All right. Let's get some blue. Both sides of the brush real quick. And we'll kind of play around with this edge right in here, just like that. And we'll kind of sneak it around in there like this. Come around on the other side. We'll darken this all in here. Give some contrast for that other leaf there. And we'll just surround it with some dark there. Okay. Smooth that out. We'll do something special right in there. Okay. Let's take this and we'll flush it into that white like that. Then we'll take some of that blue. We'll just kind of flesh it up in there like this. You can manipulate and turn these things into anything you want. You can change your mind right in the middle of the game if you like. A little bit of glycerin here. I'll loosen up this paint right here. Usually with a brush like this, sometimes you can get a little too much paint on them. And if that happens, you wipe the brush off and do it over again. You see, I'm going to slowly guide. I'm going to here opposite side. I'm going to go this way. And then I'll put the middle right in there like this. And once again, I'll take Mr. Softy here and kind of coax it along. Tap, tap, tap. Just like that. Let's take some glycerin in this brush. I'll separate it out. I'll just come here. It's a lot more glycerin than paint rather right now. So I'll just make some transparent stuff happen up around in here like this. And it's just more glycerin than paint. Just like that. I can go over the other leaf doing that. So now I got some see-through leaf type of things happening there. Okay, I can probably do a little bit of that right up around here. I get some see-through stuff right up around here. You'll still see the other leaves behind this guy. I'll frame it a little bit, but you'll still see, you'll see it. You'll see here. I'll take a little bit of white, go into the glycerin stuff. It only on the very tip, very end, I'll kind of do some stuff like this. So you see the frame of the leaf, just a little bit, not much. Just really the edge of the flower, and you come in. Edge of the flower, come in. Edge of the flower, come in. Edge of the flower, just like that. Glycerin doesn't make your paint lighter or darker. It will make it transparent. That's basically all I'm doing. I'll do the same thing here. I'll give a little bit of an edge. A little more paint though. Be careful with your titanium white. Titanium white covers a vast array of sins. Titanium white will cover death. Just be careful. But as you can see, titanium white will also become transparent when glycerin is added. And then once again, glycerin is pretty versatile. If you don't want much of it on there, you can wipe it away and stuff. But you see, once it dries, you'll see the little plants go through it and all of that. Okay. This stuff right in here that I was doing, let's get a little bit more blue. Slight touch of white in there. I can, actually, I like that, so we'll keep that. We'll just put a folded petal in here, right up around here. We'll just curve it around like this, right? We'll do another one. Show how simple it is. We'll do another one right here. Just come around, just like that. Just kind of shell it out right there. Yeah, this will be fine because it's going off the tape anyway. It's no big deal. Okay. Those two petals are facing us, so they're kind of cupped this way like this. All right. Okay. Let's take a little bit of white, a little touch of blue. We'll streak it in there like that. I should have enough glycerin to do this. We'll find out in a second. Here, I'll show it to you this way. I'll put a little dot here. I'll put a little dot right there. You guys should still see that, right? Yeah, you guys see that. All right, just aim everything toward that dot. Right here, the far end, I'll give it a little push, aim it toward the dot. A little push, aim it toward the dot. A little push, aim it toward the dot. A little push upward, aim toward the dot. A little push, aim straight down. You're starting to go on the other side, you aim it that way, and you aim it that way. And smooth it all out, make it all nice. Like so. I have no more use for that dot. That was just to show you guys. A little more glycerin. I can feel my paint getting tacky, so a little more glycerin. All right, we'll come around here. We'll pop one right in here. And really, I want the edge to kind of show. This is kind of, it's not the lit side, so the edge will just good edge there will do the trick. Okay, let's take a little bit of white. I'll tint it with some blue. Just like that. I'll come up here and do the same thing up here with this fella. I'll flip the brush around and have it connect right there. Maybe something going on in there like that. Okay. I don't know, Keely. Well, titanium white cover wrinkles. I don't know. I don't know. You might have to be the crash test dummy on that one. I'm just gonna take this same brush. It's nothing but a makeup brush, you know. That's all it is. Get it from Walmart. And then I'll put some of these. I'll just kind of sprinkle some of these in there like that. Something like that. All right. If you're brave, if you think you can get away with it, you pop a couple in here like this. Just like that. Come out here a little bit. Put them in there like that. Have some come on the side out there. Like so. Alright. Okay. When you deal with acrylic paint, you got soft brushes, soft-haired brushes like this. Will cover old and broke. And you wipe it off pretty good. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me organize my brushes back again. I usually keep the rigger brush and the script liner brush pretty close proximity to me here. Thin flat brush. All right, I'm still looking. I guess I can, since we're this close. I'll put it down there. I don't want to use this brush. I'll use this guy. All right, let's go into our green. We'll get a little bit of blue, put the blue into the green a little bit. I'll throw a little glycerin on it here to kind of loosen this paint up a tad. I'm only doing this because I love doing these type of flower petals. Leaves. They're leaves, not petals. They're leaves. I just like doing them. I just like doing them. So, you know, sue me. I just like doing them. Once I learned how to do them, there was no looking back, really. And they look so cool. Once you get accustomed to doing them, you can pretty much whip them out fairly quickly. I add a little brown in the green. A little variance. There's no real set rule of how, what color. Unless you're really doing leaves from real life or whatnot, then you have to kind of adjust these guys, you know. Get a little glycerin here, loosen up the paint. We're almost done here. Don't want to keep you guys here all night. Our real light source is coming from the left today. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll do some wiggle leaves real quick, pop them in there. Pop a couple of them in there, why not? Just like that. There's some things in there. All right, let's take a little white. Very simple color mix here. Little white, little glycerin. Light source is coming from over here, so we're gonna we'll take Mr. Softy brush. I'll kind of brush some of that back a little bit. Soften it up a little. A little white. Nah, yeah, I better do it with the water. Kind of a thin, inky consistency, and we'll pop the middle vein in there. You got to add the sound effects. If you don't add the sound effects, it doesn't work. I'll pop some little veins in there. Maybe they'll show, maybe they won't. I'll pop a few in there. Yeah, you guys can see what I'm doing here. You can't have two though. You gotta have three. Odd number, the eye flows better, it works better. Visually, it's better. You gotta have three. And I'll just pop it right here. Somewhere around here like that. Put it right over the bowl. There. Trust me, it's better this way. A little bit of white, a little bit of glycerin. Just like that. Cleaned out the brush very well. We'll go into a little bit of blue, a little bit of glycerin, maybe a touch of red. Put some of that coloring in here too. Add a little depth into some of these guys, and we'll just kind of soften it up a little bit. All right, a little bit, no problem. You have a good night. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. Since I'm using some of this dark color, I can beef up some of this darkness in here. What it does is just makes the plant stick out a little bit more. So I'll take some of this dark stuff and I'll play around with it. I'll kind of fade it out a little. Okay. And I'll just put it where I feel it's needed. Just to darken stuff up a little bit here and there. Whatnot. I think we're pretty much good though. Oh, there's a little spot that I missed. I just seen it. You guys can't see it. Let me raise it up a little bit more. This little fella way up here. This little guy right up here. Then now this one's off the tape, but it doesn't matter. Still keep with the flow. Keep going. Doesn't matter if it's on the tape or not. Let's keep going with it. There we go. I'm trying to think where else. I can kind of outline this a little bit. And then I'll just kind of fade it in here. Just like that. Because I want to outline this petal right in here. So I can darken this fella up a little bit there. Just like that. I think we're good. I think we're good. Well, pull the camera back. Yeah, I'll sign my name on this. Kinda, sorta, almost. Let's take a little bit of, we'll do the rest of the brown. I'll just take the soft brush and do it. I'll take some brown. I'll take a little bit of blue. I'll mix it in here with this soft brush. A wee bit of glycerin, just a tiny bit. We'll loosen this up a little. Yeah, and a real, and a nice little shadow in there. Just like this, dark on dark. Yes, it will work. Just like that, put it in there. Right underneath, right up under here. Okay. Of course, you guys don't see that, what I'm doing. It's one of the downsides of moving the camera around, but I'll show it to you in a second. I'll bring the camera back. Actually, I can get rid of the palette. You won't need to see it anyway. clean this brush off. And let me adjust the camera. You don't need to really see the palette, so we'll adjust it back to number 1, just like that. Hate when I do that to you guys. You guys get agita. It's a little fast. We'll put it. Guess we'll put it right there. We'll focus it real fast. I gotta get out of the way while it does it. All right. I don't need the towel. I think you guys should be able to see that pretty decently. All right. Okay. I will peel the tape off of this thing, and you'll see that even with the glycerin on it, because glycerin does like to seep through tape, it won't seep through the clear tape for some reason. Don't know why, but it just doesn't. I'll show you what it looks like with a frame or 2 on it too. Like I said, I know we're pretty late. This is a work night for some of you. So I do appreciate you sticking around. All right, let's peel the tape off. Very, very crisp, sharp edge is what I prefer. My preference, you don't have to tape them. I just like the professional look it produces when you do tape them. Nice, crisp, sharp edge, as you can see. But to each their own. Not everybody, I do paintings where I don't tape the edge. It really depends on the subject matter, what you plan to do, what you want to do. This frame is 11 by 14, so you're going to see the white edges on the side because obviously it's not the right size for it. But this is what it would look like with a brown wooden frame. Alrighty. The black frame is 11 by 15. I special ordered this a few years ago, so you really won't see the white border. This is what it would look like in a black frame. Thank you, Keely. Well, I do have multiple cameras, just no production crew. And the situation of the cameras, even though this is a better situation for me, even though I got long arms, my arms aren't 7 feet long, so the camera's like way back there. So I would have to get up to do the adjustments. Last year, up to maybe a few months ago, the camera was like right above my shoulder, so I could smoothly turn the camera and do all of that. But this is just a better situation for myself because I can look at the 40-inch screen, and for some reason I don't see you guys text messages on there because I must have took it off. I used to see your text. Oh, there you guys are. Yep. I can see your text message here on the tablet, but also on my TV screen, so I don't have to crane my head like crazy. So this was just a better format for me to do the videos. All right. Anyway, well, there you go. as you all know, I'll be taking a picture of this, and I'll post it up there on my Facebook page. All right. I don't know what to name it. I probably won't name it. It's just still life, you know, a little something quick here. I kind of wish I didn't put the outline on the edge. I mean, on some of this I can just see, I can just erase the outline because most of it's dry, so it just don't matter. But anything, any little chalk pieces or whatever, chalk marks, I can just wipe it away. It's no big deal because it's all dry. Acrylic dries ridiculously fast, as you know, as you see. Okay. I really didn't even have to add that. Not really. I can actually just cover that if I really wanted to. But we're good. We're cool. So I'll take a quick snapshot of it, post it, and all of that good stuff. Well, guys, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Travel, and Sonia, and Maria, and Little Bit, if she's still here, Kaylee. Is it Keely? I'll say Keely. Thank you very much. I don't know who else showed up. Shane, thank you, Shane. Now, Shane, this got to be, well, it's probably pretty early for you now, isn't it, Shane? Travel Dreamer. All of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. There you are, Shane. Eventually, Shane, I was going to get, well, I think I'm going to do a painting where, I'm going to do it on canvas, though. Something large. I think I'm going to take some of my contact paper that I very rarely use, and I'm going to probably do a sketch of a wolf or a bear, something. And I'm going to put a wildlife scene in the silhouette and then peel off the tape. I might do one of those. You know, why not? No problem. I know Bruce had mentioned that I will be, I got a DVD series coming out, and I do. It's not a physical, it's a video series, but it speaks on everything. That's another reason why I haven't posted much. I did all the paintings, all the explanations, everything really professionally done. Took my time with all of them. Got words come on the screen with the definitions and whatnot. I talk about brushes, color. I explain glycerin, the uses of glycerin. I provide examples of skies, different type of skies, different type of trees, different type of mountains, mountains with brushes, mountains with palette knives. I talk about rocks, grass, a few waves, clouds. I do have one on flowers. Backgrounds, I believe. It's a lot of them, and they got soft music in the background. Actually, there's words that pop up on the screen for definitions and whatnot. So I got all of that. I got the prices and everything. I just got to really put it on the page and pin it on the page. You guys could pay through PayPal, Cash App, stuff like that. Yeah, I will send you the link, and you guys download it, and you can download it and put it on the USB drive or put it on the disc or whatever. Put them on a USB drive would be best. You can have it forever. You can play it in your DVD Blu-ray player, or you put it in your computer, and you can always have it forever. No matter what computer you change over, the MP4 will play on a Mac. It'll play on a Windows machine, stuff like that. So but yeah, I know I sent Bruce a copy of one. I think I did trees and tree bark, all sorts of stuff. I explain everything. I don't rush through nothing. And like I said, I talk about the different brands of paint. Even if you're using craft paint, I show you what you can use to thicken craft paint. Yeah, I really just sat down. There's no fan blowing in the background, I don't think. I think maybe in one video there is. But I adjusted the EQ and everything. Take a lot of that noise out. Yeah, I did a lot of them. I will post it. I will pin them. So they'll probably stay there for a long time on the site once I pin them on there and stuff. So yeah, Bruce did get to see one of them. So, but yeah, it will be out there. Everything's already set and ready. I just haven't physically put the ads out yet. As a matter of fact, it's right here, all on the USB stick, all of them. So all I gotta do really is just to upload it and put them on my on my page. Put them on my Dropbox there, and just send you guys the link. Pay for them, send you the link. So they're too big to actually put on a DVD. I would have to shrink them down, and then the quality would look kind of, I might not want to do that. So, but all right, guys, y'all take care. Be safe. Good to see you, Maria. All right, guys. I shall see you when I see you.